We're continuing to study about flat shapes, and today's lessons are connected to SWAN lessons that are in Unit 10, and the numbers are numbers 5 and 6. So if you want to look in your workbook, those are the sections that we're going to be looking at today. Our objective is, remember, objective is what we're trying to do. Our objective today, I will compare flat shapes. So remember, when you compare, then you are looking at ways that things are the same and ways that things are different. Our vocabulary is still flat shape, which is a two-dimensional plane figure. Plane and flat mean the same thing. Remember that these are flat shapes. They're like a piece of paper. You can't really grab onto them, where this is a solid shape. We're going to talk more about solids later. Okay. Another vocabulary word that we need to know is vertex, which is the corner. Remember, when you have more than one, they're called vertices. That's more than one vertex. Vertex are where I have the little dots or points. Those are at the corners where the two lines meet. Another important word is side. Side, one of the lines that make a flat shape. So this is a side, this is a side, and this is a side. This is a triangle, so it has 1, 2, 3 sides. Remember, I said that the prefix tri means 3, and besides triangle, you can hear tricycle has 3 wheels. Okay, so the steps today for comparing is, first, we need to name the flat shapes that we're comparing. Number 2, we need to count the number of sides and vertices that both of them have. And then number 3, identify what is the same and different. So you're going to be looking at what's the same about two objects and what's different. All right, I have one right here. Yes or no, are these the same? Do they have the same amount of vertices? Remember, vertices are the corners. So I'm going to count them for each shape. Okay, here's the square shape. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to write that it has 4 vertices. This is a triangle. A triangle, let's mark each vertex or the vertices. 1, 2, 3. It has 3. So the question is, do they have the same number of vertices or not? Yes or no? I would circle no, because the square has 4, the triangle has 3. Okay, we're going to look at another example. Okay, here's 2 shapes. You might say that's a diamond, or it looks like a square that's just been turned sideways. This time we're looking at the sides. Do they have the same number of sides? Let's count. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a 4. Okay, how about this is a rectangle? I know it's a rectangle because it has 2 longer sides and 2 shorter sides. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. It also has 4 sides. So the question is, yes or no, do they have the same amount of sides? The answer is yes. I would circle yes. So friends, in your workbook, you have 4 pages that are connected to this, and then there's also a challenge page, which you can do if you want to do. I can only show you a little part of the page. It looks something like this. So it will have two shapes. It's going to ask you to count the vertices or the sides for them and then say yes or no on whether they have the same amount. Remember that when you're looking for, if you're on the right pages for those particular lessons, down, really small, down in the corner, which I've highlighted there, is it will say the unit and it will say the lesson. So this one is Unit 10, Lesson 6. Okay, so once again, I'm sorry I can't give you specific page numbers, but I don't have a student workbook at home, so I can't look up the page numbers, but just look down in those little corners and that should be able to tell you if you're on the right pages or not. Okay, I will see you soon. Thanks for checking out my video.